How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical, this is Rimworld, and I'm loving the new expansion, and today is going to be a very, very good day. Because what are we doing, party people? Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Hot damn!
I'm glad you asked. Because, we're currently going down the research train of flak armor, just because I feel like getting at least flak vests on everyone is going to be really, really important just early on. Now, before we go into heavy SMGs, just because we're not playing on the hardest difficulties, and like we said early on, and that was just to basically so we could see where the game pulled us, in what direction it pulled us. And I think we might then research our first research in Xenogenetics, our first research of the new expansion, that is. So basically it creates xenogerms which can be implanted in a person's genetically to genetically modify them, extract genopacks from living people using a gene extractor. So I wonder if that's another thing we can do with prisoners and stuff like that. So that would be very interesting what we can extract from them, and then we can re-implant their genes into someone else. So basically we can make not only bionic people but superhuman bionic people. However, first priority, we're probably going to get a prison up, just because I think it's probably about time. And then especially if someone comes along, if someone comes along and blesses us in the way they should bless us, I think we should make sure we're actually able to capture them. So let's get a little prison. Now, we don't want anything too sexy, because let's be honest, it's a prison, not a bed and breakfast, you know. Who do you think we are? But we'll just do something extraordinarily basic there. 2 beds so we can have 2 prisoners. And then all these sculptures are of good quality, so we'll bring one of them down just because we want to be nice. I mean,
Bruh.
we just want to do shenanigans, let's be honest. So, we are going to go inside the mountain, but I feel like we're only going to do like a small mountain base. I'm not feeling like something absolutely huge. I really like the alcovey bit that we're in. It gives us so like a real good like defensive strategy. So, with the stuff here that we can build, will it tell us the resources? I feel like we'll have all this sort of stuff outside, then we'll have the prison here. We'll have the bedrooms either outside or just in the mountain like here. And then we'll have the main pathway going down here. It's how I feel the base is growing. I always try and do the bases as different as possible. Let's make sure we get the crematorium up so we can get rid of these bodies, so we're not going to get any negative moods or anything silly-billy like that, because actually with everything going as smoothly as it is, we might as well be careful. Then we remember our pollution problem up here, which doesn't seem to be going away, so it does seem like it stays there until we get rid of it, which is very interesting, because if we've already done that already, like, you're going to have to be quite careful with pollution if it just stays until you get rid of it, which is a different thing to deal with. It's going to be interesting how this problem affects us, or whether this is just going to be not too bad. We do have 2 cocoons. Now, it doesn't say in the information how many things are there. All it just says is about if they're not disturbed, they do nothing. If the cocoon is disturbed or destroyed, the insect within will awaken an attack, triggering nearby cocoons in the process. So that's actually, but it's can't do fire damage or stuff like that to the cocoon, so can't get rid of it. A bit cheesy anyway, so I imagine explosions are still able. So really interesting to see what happens there. And then other than that, it's going to be a case of pounding out flak armor, which, to be fair, we're nearly at the halfway point. And then we're at a good point in the colony where we can start really, really growing. It's just a case of, like, we want to do a few things like get Devil Strand and stuff like that up, but we do need some skills to actually go up. So, do you know what I mean? We just need Fox Knox just to pull the finger out just a little bit. Just a little bit to do some work. Do you know what I mean? Your party people did say about putting this inside as well, so we get even more benefits from it. So we'll do that now. Also, this bed is poor. It is currently Shay Fur's bed. Yes, I did write that down on a sheet of paper so I can say that right. So we'll swap that over there just because then it's a better quality. Hopefully gives you a little bit more comfort at night time, and then you're really going to love the colony. Like, you're really going to love me.
Tell me it was good. Tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm good. Tell me that was good. Tell me I'm good.
And other than that, we are a functioning colony, which we don't get to say too often on this channel.
You serious?
Which is nice. To be fair, with the amount of food we've got, we could probably start doing fine meals, so we will actually do that. And we'll just do unpause at, I don't know, 5 is more than enough. So we actually get some fine meals, some more positives. I don't know how. I imagine because no one here... Oh, we've got a transport pod. Who are you? A refuge of the Dominion. If I remember correctly, are they like the Empire? I don't know why I call them the Empire. Yep, so what we probably could do is have a look at health, death in 6 hours, pause, come down to our base, turn this into a medical bay. We probably... How far away are you? So if I draft you, then you'll come and tend without medicine. Who is our doctor at the moment? I probably should have you holding medicine. That sort of sounds like wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. So if I... To be fair, don't tend you with medicine. I hope this isn't going to do anything. The fact that it's flashing makes me very nervous. Anything that flashes red. But let's heal to see if we can get some good moods with the Empire. Perhaps ally them down the line would be quite nice. So, health-wise, we saved your life. Not going to quite do anything, so we will click rescue. Because we're not using the prison currently, so we don't really need to worry. Everyone else is sleeping, which is a thing that I just think they like to do at this point. Like, oh, who likes to sleep? Oh, I do. Sleeping is pretty good. Yeah, fine meals are out. So you're tired, hungry. Yeah, that's absolutely fine with what I'm making you do. Slept in the cold came out just a little bit. So I can up the temperature. Just feel like it's going to be a constant act. Outdoors is 11. I suppose it's coming into winter. So it makes sense that the temperature is dropping a little bit, which is absolutely fine. One little heater's here, that's fine. And then in summer, we can just switch it off. I'd prefer to manage people's temperatures like that, just to make sure everyone's happy as Larry. There is actually a freezer in here, which is actually nice. Does mean we're going to get work penalties and stuff like that, but this isn't like the end result of what we're going to do. I do like this little alcove run. I feel safe. I feel like the game can't hurt me. Like I'm just shaking in the corner like, no one can hurt me, no one can hurt me. I mean, we need to come out of the corner. We need to rock it. Can't sit in the corner all the time.
It's time to make Daddy proud.
Yeah, I would like this up just so we can get rid of these dead bodies. Because then it's just adding to the unsightly environment. We're sort of becoming quite proud of how well we're keeping people happy. I know it's no big thing for a lot of people watching, but for me, the colonies go bad very quickly. I will just bring everyone inside because I'm lazy. What's the need to deal with one wild animal? I feel like it's not the man-hunting animals that go weird on this kill box. It's the one where it's like, oh, a cougar is hunting Lou, for example, and then they avoid the traps. So it's like when they're not in open combat. Otherwise, this is all you need to do. A little bit of concrete just to make the path the fastest. Absolutely ideal. Like early on, this is perfect. We'll have to keep an eye on how Cassandra is raising the attacks to know when we will need to change it. But I'm hoping with just some little vests and whatnot, that'll keep us going, you know. Probably, because a lot of the times that I build the heavy SMGs, I'm just like, if I'd have waited, I'd probably just have been able to loot them off the enemy just as easy. So maybe we're just risking that for a biscuit and don't really need to. But not the worst thing in the world. I'm just moving that bed because OCD. Can't handle that. Can't handle that. Like, this stresses me out enough as it is. Again, everyone's asleep. Love it. Love it. Done without that. And when you're back on your feet, you can see you later. What medicine are we giving you? I'm gonna say. For some reason I panicked then that you were getting really good medicine. Still got the alpaca inside. When's the rest of this cloth coming? Too bad, okay. We're desperate for it. Quest available, Royal Ascent. Yeah, that's fine. Who's making more fine meals? I mean, fine oiled machine is not the right word, party people. Right, there we go. Lou's getting this up, so that's really big. Just because I feel like I'm managing everything, and I feel like Rimworld is especially one of them games where it's like knowledge is power, like, which I suppose goes without saying. It's probably a very dumb thing to say. It's like we've all been there when we first played Rimworld and not known an absolute Scooby-Doo what we're doing. Is the fun thing. I always like to, you know, different bases, different styles of everything. I feel like this is another expansion that just gives you a lot of options. Loving it. Cleaning, hauling, everything's getting done. Like I said, I'm just so bad for like making 1,000 tasks for everyone to do, and then like nothing gets done. Which... it's on brand, at least. But at some point, you know, not do it like... at some point, I've got to learn my lesson. Which has happened, 1,000% has happened. Well, the blocks nearby seem to have diminished, which is a bit negative Nancy, but that's fine. Really would like some Devil Strand to get up, but sometimes things are not meant to be. Fox, I'm going to push your research up to 2, just to make sure like you get there a little bit earlier. Then I'm going to take you off plant cut altogether, in all honesty. Just so then we make sure we've got 2 people on research quite consistently. Not that I mind when we have to like deviate slightly, but at the same time, research is progress. Like, if that rhymed, that would have been a little bit more clever, I suppose. Not to blow my own trumpet, but it's good to blow your own trumpet every now and then.
You serious?
Anything I would like to... how much? Got a little bit. Wild woman wanders in. We can attempt to tame her. You're an impid? Made for desert life, impids are very fast and can spew fire from their mouths. And they easily tolerate high temperatures. They fight well at range, but in close combat they do little damage. They are terrible with farming and have a weak immune system. That sounds pretty perfect for a desert. Like, playthrough. Like, it's one way to get out of punishing yourself if you want a desert playthrough. Do you know what I mean? What I do like about the ideology and the expansions, though, they do make some gameplay that was, I mean, doable, but I suppose for many people frustrating. It makes it more accessible if you want it to be accessible. Like, the challenge is always still there in Rimworld, but if you want a more accessible challenge, like, it's still there, and I do like that. No, I'm not amazing at the game. I know.
You are fake news.
I don't want this as a gathering spot, and let's have a look at the raids. So still one person. And they are a Nifandra. Oh god, the dyslexia is bad, like.
Bruh.
They're stocky, powerfully built humanoids. They are hardy and difficult to injure, and their strong immune systems protect them from infection. However, their minds are less adept at intellectual and social tasks, and their impulsiveness can make them dangerously aggressive. So the gene, slow learner, slowpoke. Must be tasty in melee, mustn't you? Interesting. Let's go back into messages. They are attacking immediately. Go to the hidey-ho zone. Just make sure it's the right zone before I get too cocky confident. Die, because I'm a fool. Having a look at the heat overlay. What does that do for the pollution? Nothing really. They should just dive straight onto the kill. Yep. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What we also will do is we'll sort out a bill here. Remake corpse, do forever. Clear all. We want to do humanoid corpses, but we don't want to do colonists because, you know, you want to bury them. Well, the idea is to bury them, I guess. Whether you want to or not is another matter. Right, there we go. That's all allowed. Back on research. So we've pretty much then completed the flak armor, which is then going to allow us to make the flak vests, which I think is going to be a good addition to our armor. Or our lacking of armor, it must be said. And then we can go into the first biotech research. So I'm excited. Hold on to your sheet. Hold on to your sheet. Hold on to your chair. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. So, research. We're going into Xenogenetics. Let's go, go, go. With the machining table, we will go add... I love that it shows you the ingredients that are required now. So, cloth, steel, components. That's absolutely fine. Then we'll do until you have... just do until you have... 2 as we have been doing, and then unpause at 1. Just 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Always have 1. Because we only need to make 2 really for the other 2, but I would like a spare 1 laying around. Then that just means when we get into the fights we're getting, we're just less likely to take injuries while we've been taking them very careful. So, we don't want to go too crazy. We don't want to, you know, go absolutely monster. When something attacks, just everyone rush it.
Unleash the beast.
So at the moment, our melee person isn't exactly geared for, like, crazy combat. I think the fact that our melee person isn't good at melee has to wear the broad wrap, is it called? Yeah, the broad wrap, because of our ideology. Like, not really suitable for melee combat, I don't think. We're just sort of asking to be one-shotted or something. Which, whilst would be hilarious, I get mocked by you people for far less, far less. There we go. Add that for prisoners. So we have got a little prison break. There we go. So relations with the Dominican Republic. They're in the game. Crazy. It's changed from 0 to 15. Okay. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to be appreciated.
Thank you!
So, and we gave some kids some medicine, and they couldn't even say for... Like, what did we get for that? We got nothing for that. Right, we're probably at the stage where we don't need to worry about these daylilies anymore. I'm fine with keeping them up. At least a short while. Lou, so what can you do, Lou, that not everyone else does? So you could do some mining. I could take... To be fair, Lou, if you're really that bored, you can literally... So that we do have a lot of sculptures. If I do that... Look everywhere. No, just look in the stockpile. There we go. Here, can I go details? Can you just drop on the floor when you make these and someone else can haul? I don't keep coming... Like, I'm trying to slow people down coming in and out of here, which will still get done, but not so consistently, maybe? Sure. It's just sad we can't get our, like, rowing skill up a little bit higher. I mean, it'll get there eventually. It's on 7. Slow learner as well. Oh, that's painful to see. That's painful to see. It's painful, painful. Yeah, 7 skill. 7, like, how, like, let's be honest, how did I not make sure our growing person was decent?
How do you do that?
hell's going on?
Sad thing is, I still don't think we're in the realms of the worst things I've ever done on Rimworld. Not war crimes, just foolishness. Foolishness in general. Yeah. Good decision to go into the fine meals just to make sure moods stay up. Checking on needs and whatnot. And I mean, Lou at the team meetings, pretty happy with everything. Disturbed sleep, only thing. Disturbed sleep, only thing. So we're pretty perfect. Gorgeous environment giving us a plus 15. Like, you have to love that. Like, come on, I'm doing good, party people. If I say it, like, how many times am I going to say that? Let's be honest.
I've heard you say that 162 times.
Right, more rice coming in. Rice, rice, baby. Yeah, but then double people on research so we can really push our Xenogenetics, and it's going to be really interesting. Just one, we need to see what materials. I hope neither of them are going to want advanced components or something, because that's really going to cripple us. I wouldn't have thought so, just because how early it is down here. I feel like the gene processor, so we can then create xenogerms of a higher genetic complexity. It's linked to microelectronics, so we might be in the realms of advanced components. I'd hope the early one isn't going to be that, though. It might be a lot of components, don't get us wrong. So we've got some traders, so Lou... Let's go slow down so I can actually see the person. Exotic's good traders, so let's see what they have to sell. Got barely any coinage, though. We sell Troy after all this. We can sell some sculptures, which would give us a little bit of money to work with, but only 500. And healing enhancer. Speed up wound healing. Implant only helps with physical wounds and does nothing to combat disease or other health problems. Let's just debate, and do we want to... Well, we have got some gene packs, so we've got Fire Spew, a small capsule containing a package of genetic information. Use a gene pack. It must be placed in a gene bank near a gene assembler and combined into a gene implants. Okay. Fire Spew. We read about that in the other colonists, so you can just spurt out fire. So this is mind cell instability. Say, well, hang on a minute. If not kept in a power gene bell, this gene pack will slowly deteriorate, so we don't want to get that yet. Does it say... Okay, so we probably just want to pocket the cash, in all honesty, and I mean, we're just going to keep making marble statues, and we don't need any at the moment, so I feel like that's absolutely fine. And then we've got room down here to basically put all our gene pool. We'll probably have that outside, because it's like, I suppose wherever you're going to put it, it's going to be at risk, but it's going to be a lot of components, which we don't know. I'd assume it's going to be a lot of steel at least. But being on a mountain, like biome, so to speak, shouldn't be too bad to get steel, but you know me and my habit with not having any steel. Yeah, how long until this research is done? Oh, it's basically done. Cool, cool, cool. Probably slow down the rice production, now with corn being so prevalent. I feel like this is key. I feel like we got our crops sorted early, which is always nice. Especially with the year-round growing, it helps. But like we said, we just wanted a chill playthrough. We didn't want anything that was going to stall us too much. So then we can not only enjoy the game, but then enjoy the expansion on little bits at a time. So then we can really enjoy it. I didn't want to personally jump into a certain way of playing, because I just wanted to see what the game had to offer as whole, see what pulled us in any direction. And the Xeno things, they just sound quite interesting. Not that the blood drinkers don't. I'll be honest, it goes well on a sticker, blood drinkers. I mean, that's what I'm calling them. I mean, I shouldn't say that too many times. Get a knock on the door.
FBI, open up!
just going to be how many components and whatnot this needs is going to depend. Like, I don't know if every colonist is going to need, like, everything in, like, independently. But if we go into biotech, so we've got a gene assembler, so 4 components. Workbench for creating implantable xenogerms. So do these need to be next to each other is what I'm curious about. Gene extractor. So you can force someone in the machine, but they won't like it. So this is a prisoner thing from the sounds of it. And a gene pack, which can store them. Okay. How big are these things? That's small. Small. Okay, so nothing too crazy. So I feel like we'll get that structure up. So how many marble blocks do we have? I feel like we'll make this out of marble. For the time being, let's just go like that. That should be fine. A wooden door because it opens the quickest. Then probably going to need to think about getting some more things for our power consumption. Then inside here. So we want a gene assembler. If I click this, will it show me the them linked? Like, might need to be a little bit bigger. Bigger is better, party people. Yeah, let's build it like that. That looks a little bit better. So, a gene assembler. We can chuck there. So, a workbench for creating these. And then it just says from genopacks stored in nearby gene banks. Like, does nearby mean like you need to be right next to it? There. And a gene extractor. Get people inside. Extracting a person's genes while their genes are currently regrowing will kill them, otherwise the gene extractor causes no lasting harm. Oh, you don't want to hear that. Oh.
You serious?
So this doesn't sound like it needs to be near anything. So we can have that. I suppose actually this could probably make us make the room a bit smaller, but I suppose it's going to depend how many banks we're going to need. So we'll start with this. And we'll get a standing lamp here. But then, yeah, this is our first delve. Or proper delve. You know, there's been lots of things in the expansion we've experienced. This is going to be the first thing we do purposely. Probably need some more power, but we'll just see how it goes. Before we start, I feel like we know the answer. To be fair, we can actually check if we play this properly and hit the information problem. Power consumption 100. Put that in perspective. What does an electric stove? No, not crazy then, not crazy. Okay, so that's all been built. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, built quite well, quite quickly. We're probably going to need some more steel, aren't we? Right, so we can have a look at the contents. It doesn't say... So we can store 4 in here. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, as long as it doesn't seem like it needs to be, like, connected straight next to it. So component-wise, we're fine. It's just the steel. So let's mine that, because we're going to need a little bit of steel now. Sort of go in. So that's over... That grey bit there is overhanging cliff, so we are going to want to fill that gap out, because, to be honest, it looks like we're going to spawn enough infestations on our own, so I don't really need help to do anything more. Right, is there any more steel nearby that's a bit there? I mean, deconstruct that because it is there. Then we'll come and mine that because it is... Big chunk of steel there. So here we go. Now we're getting into the point where we're setting up some build orders. Let's live the dream. Have we got a miner? Do. Means you are a cook, look. I'll leave at the moment. We're not making that many meals that we need to worry, and that's the only reason why a lot of our tasks we haven't set up like crazy amounts. just so then people can get to other tasks. Ooh, can you get to that block there or not? Because this game likes to roof everything. Make sure you're not roofing anything out here. I appreciate you trying, but I'm all good in the hood. There we go, perfect. Got our room up. Yep, just need steel now. Let me get that bad boy up and see what real fun things we can do. It looks like we're going to need to extract anything before we can give it to our colonists, but it's going to be interesting what we can do for them. Schedule-wise, we're there. Can anyone help with mining then? If you're really bored and got nothing to do, then mine. You might as well practice, I guess. No point you doing nothing. Set them for deconstruction as well. They're quite close by. Don't want to go too far up the map currently because it is going to take a lot of our time. We have got some components near, but we got 34 in our base, so we don't need to worry too much. It's basically just a steel collection operation, which I know sounds pretty sexy. Sounds like a blast. I'll be honest. There's no way to make it sound really great, let's be honest. Maybe, yeah, what we'll have to do is we'll bribe them with donuts, then they wake up in the morning and they really want to do it.
Hot damn!
Best ideas are always my ideas. That's how it goes. Yeah, get that room up. So then research, where does that put us? So to do the gene processor, so that builds genes. Yeah, these are going to make work orders, so I'm curious to see what the work orders are going to be. Oh, I just want it up now, bloody people. I just want it up. Well, I really should watch what I say.
Bruh.
Said worse things. I really want to get it up.
Unleash the beast.
Wondering Lou. There's Furfox, if you're bored, you can help with construction. Lou, for the time being, I'm going to put construction back and mining up. I will just have to make a conscious effort not to mine too much. But at the moment, there's no point trying to build these, because that needs, what, 200 steel? We ain't got that. And that needs nearly 200 steel. Curious, so do these... I assume they're not showing, like... pollution or anything like that, right? I didn't want that to sneak up and bite me in the bum. Funny. Yeah, would it? Would it? Be quite miserable, I think. I think because especially the way we're doing it at the moment, or doing the colony at the moment, in making very small build orders, we can get away with what we're doing. Like, if I went back to the past of, you know, building 1,000 things all at once, I don't think we'd get away with how many tasks, because probably far too many tasks for everyone. But we can get away with it just because of the small amount of tasks we are setting them at any one point. And the research we have paused for the moment as well, and that doesn't take away anyone's time from doing this. There's more steel coming into the colony, so how much more do we need? That still needs 200, and that just needs building. Okay. So yeah, then we can start to have some fun. Oh, we're having fun now. Come on. Come on. We are. We are.
Stop it. Get some help.
It's full copium. Nah, I love a Rimworld. Said, like, games like this, the best parts of me are starting, like... Do you ever have a game where you just, like, keep restarting, or is that just me? Like, you love, like, early game. I'm hoping the biotech, with what they've made, makes you enjoy it. Not that I don't enjoy it, like, late game Rimworld, but... stuff like this, I just love when new things come into, like, the game. Just, like, pumps you up. Want to see more, want to see more. Fox Snox. We need you to get your plant cutting up. Or your growing up. It's all on you. That should be enough steel by now. Because yeah, you're all done. Then you just need... Yeah, that's fine. I've got enough steel. So I'll cancel that one there. So we don't need to go all the way up for one bit of steel, especially when we don't need it currently. Can I reinstall that if I want to? Yes. Okay, perfect. Just making sure if I made a mistake, put them in the wrong position, at least I can move them. Otherwise, that wouldn't be great, let's be honest. I think I would cry. Done that before. Lou. Come on, Lou.
Just do it!
Oh, hosting a friend. That's not a bad one. We'll not do any work and no good rewards. Nah, I'm not feeling it. Quest failed. That one. Oh, yeah, no, we weren't ever going to do that. The fact that you thought we were is crazy. So, recombine. So, create a new implantable using... Okay, so we haven't got any. Can't do anything there. Down here, this isn't connected. But then we can put a person in here. So hopefully we can get a prisoner. So the idea here is then we can extract genes from a person. We store them. It sounds like I'm taking off their clothes. I'm not. It's not sus or anything.
Bruh.
And then we store them in the gene bank, which can store up to 4. So with that being said, is it worth turning the power off on all of these just for the time being? How does that do for our power? Slowly losing power. Okay, so we can't do anything down here, so let's turn these off for the time being. But we've got them on. Sorry, we've got them up, so at least then when we want them, we've got them, which is perfect, 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 perfect. Then the next research... Then we can build our own ones, which will be very nice. So before we go back into microelectronics, is there anything else we want to... Oh. Got a raid. They're attacking immediately. Just the one person. Have you got any genes? Have you got any genes on you? You do. Very fast runner gene. So the question is, so you're going to die on our traps. Because you're probably going to die if we go out and shoot you. So I'm probably after this one. Where have you gone? Let's try. The problem is we've got steel traps. It actually makes me want to... Never normally want to change it, but it's actually going to make me want to put wooden traps up. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Right, Lou, come over here just so you have cover. Let's go careful about this. Love if there's a way, like, try not to shoot to kill. Get into melee. This is going to hurt. Do we care enough to shock lance him? I feel like that's a waste because it is a limited use. What I probably could do is draft these melee attack, pull Lou out. Because they've got weapons, they're probably less likely to do too much damage. This is just kiss chasing. Oh god, that was the fire skill. That was pretty cool. I'll be honest, that was embarrassing for everyone involved. Can we still take your genes? Probably not. So, I think that's what we're going to do with this kill box though. So we're going to deconstruct these and put wooden traps up. Because then what that's going to give us the ability to is maim them. I never thought I'd get rid of steel traps for wooden traps, but here we are, party people. Let's cut a few trees. I'll cut these ones here just because they are in the base. No one has to go too far. So we'll get rid of them and we'll replace them with wood. Because if we look at the wood... spring damage is only 40, where if we go to steel it's 100. So quite a difference, I think we can all agree. So the chances of the wooden trap just maiming them or, you know, bringing them down will be much higher than the steel traps, which the chance of them just killing something. So like later on against like mechs and stuff, and where you don't care about capturing them, I suppose, but especially if we want their genes, and there's, because I suppose that's the thing. Sometimes there's only a couple of reasons to capture people. Being able to remove their genes from them, which just sounds dodgy. Like, yeah, never gonna not say it sounds dodgy. I'm not trying to remove their genes, okay? I'm trying to remove their genes. You get it, you get it. Right, there we go. So wooden traps, so hopefully they don't kill. We have more chance of actually taking prisoners. Probably should have done it earlier, but always done it with the steel trap. So here's the shuttle. Is that for the llama? I've got on speed 1, I can't remember. Carry to shuttle. Then send another quest done. Remind me what we get. We get 12 Glitterword medicine. Let's take you all off of Glitterword medicine. I'm going to put you on herbal because I'll micromanage that with 3 people of when I want you guys, or you girls, to have better medicine. Because we're not producing medicine at the moment, so we're not going to use it all willy-nilly. Because, in all honesty, the medicine we're probably going to use is going to be for, like, social fights and stuff like that. Rather than anything too bad. If it does get too bad, then we can help them. Basically, I don't want to heal them.
You serious?
Power's fine. This is over here. So research-wise, let's go back into... Do we want to pick up geothermal power to, like, just quickly rob that? Because our power isn't that bad. The thing is, what we are going to want is new research benches eventually. Maybe we just expand. Yeah, we're starting to expand. Like, it makes me think we should start mining, but with 3 people, I don't really want to waste our time just mining into the mountain. But we are going to have to redesign this. Even if I suppose we mine a bit down here, we're going to get infestations. We might as well. So I realise that. Mad bug, I would have cried if that was an infestation. Like, I take everything back. It's a mad buck, so again, everyone's in the base, got no reason to address this. It's just Meals on Wheels coming to the door. Like a comedy show. Easy peasy. The only problem then when Manhunter animals come, they're not going to be able to do the same thing. That's how I uninstalled steel traps to then reinstall steel traps. Let me put this storage preferred. Corpses, animal corpses. I don't want to rot them. Just so them fresh corpses aren't being stored in this stockpile, which is what they were being doing. Royal Tribute Collector, where we have nothing to give you, and I don't want to give you. We do need to fill up over here, because this is under cliff, and we don't need to risk it for a biscuit yet. There we go, we'll build that. Steel-wise, got a little bit in the colony, but we even got a lamp in here. Can I remove, reinstall in the middle maybe, so it's not total darkness? Not that anyone's complaining about it. Unsightly environment. Quite sure why this environment looks lovely to me. Must be, it's them that's the problem, not me. We know this by now, party people. I'm the solution to the problem. Yeah, research. Yeah, I guess microelectronics it is. Confirm. But crafting is not going to get done. Take you off there. I'll take you off. I'm off mining. I guess go on smiths, then we can actually get some combat vests or flak vests out. That would be very, very nice. Got this room up. Then this will just be our tech room. And I wonder... Wondering what we do about our workshop room. It's probably become, as much as I don't want to yet. Is it time? Can we reinstall all of these? I can't reinstall that. Can't reinstall that. This will be our tech room going forward. Then bedrooms will go here. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm just trying to understand the layout, where it's going. Problem is, I play base builders, but I'm so indecisive. It's actually like... It makes me rage all the time. Like, I'm the sort of person that will spend like an hour just trying to like build a base, so then recording it and like trying to do it live is painful to say the least. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. Well, I could have done that better. Could have done that better. Please don't set off a trap. We'll laugh, but don't set off a trap. Want to remove someone's genes, yeah. Lou's getting them traps up, which is perfect. Probably need a little bit more wood, so we will do a little wood order. Wood, my lord. Right. Quest expires. Remind me what that one was. Meh. Get a bit of goodwill, but so what? I mean, let's be honest, if you're new here, you're going to make everyone hate us anyway. It's just something we do. It's just the Tazastical way. Why even try? Yeah, it's a sad indictment of how I play Rimworld, I guess. Just filling this up because I'm a nervous Nelly. Can't believe Troy's still alive. Big shout out to Troy. Don't kill Troy, don't kill Troy. Just come away after playing Rimworld, just shaking in the corner. Don't kill Roy, don't kill Roy. Roy? Troy. Can't even remember his name. I'm trying not to kill the wrong person. Oh, I was curious when that Vloich walked past these if they were going to activate, but maybe they only activate with me? Moi? Little moi? Okay, so the vests are getting made, which is nice, so just so we can make sure everyone is armoured. Safety first and all that. Basically, with a health and safety manager at this point, just making sure everyone's okay. Calm, cool, and collective. That's how they describe us. To be fair, it's probably a perfect spot for the research benches here. The problem is, if we're going into the mountain, do we want the research benches over there? Problem is, I don't want all our tech in one room in case we do get an infestation or something like that. You know what I mean? We're sort of asking for trouble. Like, I feel like we do like a 3x3 and have the bedrooms here. It's like, do we want the bedrooms to like come outside a bit? Maybe we do. Try something a little bit different, because normally we hide in the mountain, but really need to. We can have a few things in the mountain and then have like a big infestation kill box. I feel like mining this is going to give us a overview of like what's behind. I don't think we're ready to do that yet, which is why we're sort of stalling a little bit. Because at the minute we haven't outgrown our environment that we're currently in. I don't then want to expand, because if we mine behind here and then all this opens out, it's just going to be a little bit awkward. At the same time, it would be pretty much be like, yeah, okay, our bedrooms are going to go there. Because work-wise and defense-wise, we would like our bedrooms at the front of the base. But we'll probably bring this kill box back a little bit. But then we could live in the mountain, but not go really deep, and just could live on the outskirts, something a little bit different. Still going to have to make an infestation kill box, though. The idea behind that is trying to force them to spawn in a very big area rather than, like, our base. It's the idea, whether it happens all the time. Waste clearance? Oh, God. If you will accept evil, deliver 90 exotic... Wait, oh, we can't, can we? I mean, we've already got a bit of our map. It's like... It's tempted, because it's like an easy quest sort of thing. Manhunter pack. Get off everything. Is it just the 2? 3? Just the 3? Keep everyone inside. We're such scaredy cats, really, aren't we? Go shut that door. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. No. Someone like me shouldn't have to deal with it. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, ha 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 ha. No spank you. See? Safety behind walls. Who said a wall doesn't work? Who said? Who said?
Bruh.
Too soon. Right, then we can just go about our day quite nicely. La 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 la. How are you, Schaefer? Pretty good, pretty good. Oxnox, you and your skill. Who accepted someone that was a slow learner? I don't think you're ever getting to skill 10. It's an embarrassment, okay? It's not my finest hour. Right, one more sandstone, and then it should be golden. Other than that, it's a case of getting microelectronics, getting the high-tech research bench. Feel like we're going to put it up here. Are going to need to sort out what we're going to do with the workshop. I feel like we're getting closer and closer, like edging to like, let's just jump in the mountain. We mine this, put ourselves out of our misery. Put ourselves out of our misery. Let's see what's behind. Door number 1. Like, please be okay. Who is our miner to manually do it? Blue? It's fine. We don't want like a massive area because that really ruins what we're doing here. But we don't want party people, okay? Here's some of you wanting it. Right, that's just a little area, just a little area. Not a... Workable, workable. I assume this is right under the mountain. No. Okay. Okay, I'll deal with it. It doesn't do anything for me, but... doesn't excite me. I don't need a cold shower after that, but... okay. Don't really know. A waste of space. Yeah, it's going to be a case of planning. Unless, like, we're going to have this as the entrance. I wouldn't mind 2... like, hallways in. And then, like, we can just do the bedrooms here. Something like that. I ain't going to be anything too crazy, but the bedroom's, like, right at the entrance. We've got our tech room here. I don't want to, like... go deep into the mountain because I feel like that's the go-to thing, so let's try something a little bit different. So we could come in, just do bedrooms. What we will have to do though, he said, is we will have to do an infestation kill box. Could just like start it like that. So we got the bedrooms there, but then we've got options because we can just pull like a alleyway down here or something. We do the bedrooms front and centre. Because our main defence is going to be out here, let's be honest. Nothing's really going to trouble us inside apart from an infestation. Drop pods are going to be frustrating, but it's fine. And we can try and do this for something a little bit different. It's beds at the front. Infestation kill box, again, we're just a big room where we try and spawn them. And then we've got outside tech room. And it's like, do we want the... unless we do... we go stockpile here. It needs to be a little bit bigger than that, let's be honest. We go stockpile here. Then, like the workshop here or something. Like, do something real. Like, so it looks like we're in the mountain, but we're not in the mountain. Like, I actually don't hate that idea. I don't normally put laser plans because I don't know how good they look, but I actually think this is what we're going to work with. I actually like the idea of this. It's like we're just in the side of the mountain, and then we'll have kitchen, dining room, kitchen there, dining room there, and like, I don't know. Problem is I really want the kitchen and the dining room close to the bedrooms. So we'll probably have to put the bedrooms this side, but you get the idea. I don't like leaving the plans up because I think it looks a bit ugly for your viewing pleasure. We are thinking about going inside. Into the mines! Let's be honest, we all want it. Can hear you all shouting, go into the mountain!
Just do it!
We'll get there, don't worry. Yeah. Got some new buildings. The minute we get a prisoner, we're able to strip them of their genes. I think we can all agree that will be a good idea. Just sounds weird, doesn't it? I think I'm making it sound weird. Maybe it's just the way I talk. The way I talk. Hunt that rabbit because it's annoying me. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So we've got micro electronics. So we have the advanced research benches. So that's really, really good. It's a case of, is there anything else we want? I don't really think so. So do we start slowly mining into the mountain and making plans for it? So we've got our tech room here. I feel like bedrooms would be best out here. We might have to, we'll have to move these two rooms. But I like the idea of not going deep into the mountains and just sort of skirting, so it looks like there's still risk of infestations. That's not why I'm doing it. But it looks like we live into like the side of a mountain. I feel like that might be quite cool. So we're like mechs that live in the side of a mountain. Like, are we dwarf? Okay, the anima tree died. Not that we're going into that. We're going full mechs. We're not psychic warriors. That's a dirty thing. It will give us a mood loss, though, I believe. -6, but we're not going into that. Not how we felt the game going. We don't need to be psychic warriors every game, but I do like the idea of in the side of the mountain. We will still have to build infestation kill box, I feel like, because I feel like otherwise every time they spawn you're just burning your base down. I don't know how else you're meant to like deal with them, especially with the colonists we have at the moment. If 10 spawn, what are we really going to do? Not really too sure. So with that being said, I will probably plan it all off camera, just so not to bore you party people, ready for next episode, and we will start building our cliffside base. No. It works. It just works. What I would like to do... Biotech. Just wanted to click it, really. How big is this? Because then we could just do it here. It actually works. All off all that. So my OCD can't handle that. Because we want them to be semi-together, because when we build the multi-analyzer, it needs to be next to each other so they work. The main priority of our worries, I suppose. I just don't want everything together just in case something does happen. So research-wise, I guess let's worry about getting heavy SMGs next. It's probably the go-to. Make sure we actually have weapons. AI isn't coming at us too hot at the moment, not giving us much chance to recruit, although our kill box was sort of making sure that it didn't have much chance. What I will do is I will just draft someone to open this door. We have got the psychic shock lance, so if someone's really great, we will use it. But they have to be really great. I probably should have checked if there was wild animals outside, manhunter animals, but there isn't. I knew that. I I think what we will do is, where are these alpacas? I think we might alpaca our bags. I know. Oh, there's some here. Hunt these. Because they'll be really good for the climate that we're at. They'll be a little bit hotter. We'll be able to defend us against hotter temperatures than what we're currently at. It might be worth building clothes in there. We might as well not worry about devil strands because we're nowhere near that skill and probably not going to be for a long, long time. So let's stop worrying about that. Then start hunting the alpacas and making clothes out of that. I feel like that will protect us a little bit better. We got the idea where we're going to go into, party people. That was just a case of making sure the progress is smooth and slippery like a buttered up snake.
Bruh.
And then we go into yeah, heavy SMGs and whatnot, and then that will keep us going for a long time. Or a while anyway. It'll make me happy. Make me less nervous. And it's probably worth... See, here's me now, now I'm getting into the game, like, we start all efficient, and then I get carried away, and I'm just like, yes, yes, do everything, do all the things. But now, a little bit of steel coming back, especially with what we're doing at the moment, is important. I would like to grab this stockpile just to expand it ever so shortly. Wally? I don't even know what I was about to say, to be honest.
You serious?
Just need to refresh. Refresh, baby. It's coming along very nice there. Then, yeah, we're ready for the mountain base. Cliffside base. Cliffside base. Doesn't sound as good as a mountain base, let's be honest. It doesn't have the same advertising, do you know what I mean? I'll get the advertisement crew in. They'll have a look because, you know, I'm rich and famous now. I know. Okay. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Just talk nonsense. It's absolutely fine. Literally what I do. You love me for it, party people. Don't lie. Don't lie. You do. I'm not going to end on this thing because it looks like we haven't done anything. It makes me feel a bit rubbish. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.